2002, and I thought I was the first person, as many of us have, to discover high pointing. Apparently Jack was way ahead of us. And I never met Jack, but I talked to a lot of people who knew Jack. And I would love to have Jack here tonight because Jack, like me, is more of a guidelines type person than a rules type person. He just wanted to have a good time, and that's what this club is all about. And that's why we kept this seat at the edge of the head table here for Jack, and it's a tradition that I want to continue. I think every convention we have, we should save a seat for Jack. Okay, Mitchler, come on, you won the award tonight. You have to say something.
Actually, I did meet Jack, and he was one of the most unique individuals I've ever met in my life. I won't say anything about Dave Covell, because he could match me.
Everybody else has.
Yeah, but you and I know each other too well, and you could match me one for one, so I'll avoid that. Actually, I don't have too much to say about Don, but I do know he's been on a youth kick lately, trying to get young or something. Anyway, he decided to do this by going streaking just the other day. So off he went down the street, and he ended up crashing into this flower competition show. And he won first place for best dried arrangement. Anyway, I love you, man.
So you didn't have much to say.
I didn't have much to say. So who's up next?
Robert. Go on.
All right, who wants to? Robert.
I better take another note here.
Now you all know why they say the best for last. I'm not sure I can follow this group that's...
Last, Nikki's.
Oh, okay, good, right. I don't want to be last, just near the end. Well, since I've been high pointing since 1990, I've gotten to know Don for almost 20 years now. And it's been an interesting 20 years. We know each other, I think, fairly well. We visited each other's homes. Recently, I was taken into Don's beautiful home with his wife Laverne, and Don has come to see me in Washington, D.C. numerous times. So we do know each other very well. How many people here, raise your hand, have actually gone climbing with Don Holmes? Raise your hand. See, so, all right, good. So many of you know what I'm about to say. I have been able to climb with Don a few times. One was trying to climb Mount Katahdin in the worst storm that's ever hit the East Coast. We had 8 inches of rain that day. We could have kayaked out of there. They actually locked the gate and permitted no one else to enter right after we went in. I said, Don, that doesn't look like a good sign to me. Are you sure this is okay? Oh yeah, that's fine. Keep going. Keep going. But as Don, being one of the club leaders and someone I respect as a mentor all these years, blindly I would follow Don. Next was to the winds, the Gannett Peak, the Wind River Range. And Don said to me, I've got this great route. We're going to do this route. I've got his book. I'm looking at his book. Don, I don't see this route in your book. Oh no, this is the route you want to do. It's much shorter than the other routes. Why isn't it in your book? Oh, we were to find out why it wasn't in the book. We were a test case. We were guinea pigs. As soon as we got close, Don pulled up lame. Oh, I can't go any further. Oh, wait, right here. Here, take my summit pack and think of me on summit day. Take this pack and think of me. So I took that pack and we hiked in and we kept going. Does anyone know Turst Wells Creek going in through Green River? Oh, it's ugly. As we hiked further up, People went running by us, screaming, their eyes bulging. You don't want to go that way. Don Holmes has sent us, and we're going that way. My feet started to hurt terribly. I inspected my boots. The insoles weren't there. Was it me? Did I forget and remove them, or was it Don who took my insoles? I found some padding in Don's day pack. I took it out. I put a pencil around my feet. I stood on it, outlined my feet, cut it out, put those inserts into my boots, and I continued on. But I think the most amazing trip that Don and I have done together, and one of the most rewarding, was climbing the Grand Teton together at 13,770 feet, technical climb. Don had a helmet on. Who said they'd never seen Don with a helmet on? And that's after we reminded him, hey, Don, you got to put on your helmet. He carried it the whole way, but he wasn't.
True story.
This is a true story. He had everyone's helmets were red, but he had a red knit cap. So when we got up at 3 a.m. in the dark to go, we just assumed it was his helmet. It was one of the most amazing summits that we've ever stood together upon, and the photos were just amazing, outstanding time together. We got down safely. I thought something surely was going to happen, having been with Don to these other thwarted attempts. And again, I just want to tell you how much I really respect Don. We are great friends and a mentor to this club as well as myself. And one last thing, Don, we went up to your room and short-sheeted your bed.
Thank you, Robert. I love Robert. He is Mr. D.C. Highpoint. I have another announcement to make here. I'm like full of announcements. Bread, butter, milk. Oh, I'm sorry, it's my grocery list. The people know that dots are usually they close the bar at about 12. The bar's going to be open till 2 tonight because of dawn. Okay, I got to go. Listen, Mitchell, you've already come up. Okay. Gene. I know you told me you're not going to roast tonight, but please, Gene, come up for a couple minutes just so I can give you a hug. Because she's a sweetheart. Don't you ever say anything bad about Gene. I will step outside and I will kick your ass, buddy. I am totally serious. I could not, and Roger, there's no way we could have put this convention on without my sweetheart, Gene. Gene is the best. Let me tell you a 2-second story here, okay? When we wanted to get a treasure, we were down, Robert was our last speaker. We were down at the DC Highpoint, and Roger got down on one knee and said, Gene, please be our treasure. She's done all of the registration. She's done everything. I love Gene. Gene.
I am your treasure.
I almost killed her there.
And when he asked me to marry him,
I feel like something to say about that. I don't know.
well, I didn't hear
Oh my
about
God, I
that.
offered to be the flower girl. Are you kidding me?
He said, what Gail said was, take him. But what I said was,
I'll pay for the wedding.
I said, keep this in mind. I'm old enough to be your mother. You're younger than my children. But I am his treasure. Oh, treasurer.
No, Gene, you're my treasure. Okay, I lost my notes. Where's my file here? Somebody take my notes. Holmes! What are you sitting on there, buddy? If I'm gonna... Okay. Roger! Come on up, buddy.
Steven.
I just have a short announcement. I need to let you know that I got the photos from the AT trailhead of you there, and the tickets for Aero Argentina are right here. Thank you very much. Seriously, for people that are new, the way that the history of the club is, Jack kind of created the club, but Don is the one who shaped the club and gave a formal structure to it, and so we'll always be grateful to it. Thank you.
Nikki, you're next, honey.